He playing, and he's playing today, allegedly. But let's go there. The Raptors currently sit in 7th place of the NBA draft lottery odds. That would give them a 32% chance at a top 4 pick and a 7.5% chance at the first overall pick. Why do I bring that up? Because I'm going to guarantee there are a lot of eyes on the game that Duke will play today. Now, when you think about just Cooper Flagg, how many hashtags have been created around the watch? My favorite is Catch the Flag, because that's a game, and a lot of NBA teams right now are playing it. When you think of the talent that you've seen so far, yes, of course, that ankle scare, but the body of work, Jack, how special is Cooper Flagg? He's
got a chance to be really special. The thing that stands out to me, KG, about him is the fact that at 18, and, he's not 21, 22, he's 18. Mm-hmm. And he's got a motor. I mean, the guy plays with great intensity. He hits first, and he's got skill. And to me, I think he's got a chance to be a really special player. And he's just vicious as a competitor, plays the game hard and right, kind of checks all the boxes in terms of skill level. Ball handling's got to tighten up a little bit. Shooting, good, not great, but overall, he's 18. Right. He's got a chance to be really, really good.
I mean, when you're 18 years old, you should be able to have an upside, right? You should be able to have that potential. But I think when you look at it, oftentimes when these players are coming into the NBA or up to the next level, you have to look at the foundation that they're starting with, right? And with Cooper Flagg, that's a pretty good foundation that you're starting with. And I think, the shooting will come along a little bit as well, the ball handling a little bit too. But I think there is a special level to it. And he's lived up to the hype. There's been a lot of conversations, a lot of hashtags, a lot of generationals thrown around there. And I think he's done that. And when we often talk about prospects, we talk about their offensive upside. Right. Defensively, he plays on both sides of the floor, right? That's the competitor that he is. He wants to get after you. He takes those matchups personally, and it's not even the individual ones. The way he rotates across the floor on the backside of defenses too, fantastic.
It's interesting. I look at a guy just who was drafted, obviously a Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Do I put him in that class? Mm-hmm. Respectfully, no. But is he that next tier of a guy that could be special?
Right.
Yeah, he could be special. Maybe not as special as that, but that's a pretty good tier to still be in.
Hey, and it's been a while since we finally have looked at an upcoming class and be like, ooh, this is who you need to get. This is who you need to get. You need to get your hands on this. So for him to kind of be at the forefront of this is a special sign of the times right now at the collegiate level. But I want to take you to the ACC tournament quarterfinals. That ankle injury, I can imagine not just for Duke, you're gasping, but for folks that are getting ready for this tournament, to see a Cooper Flagg on the floor potentially not be there because of that ankle injury. Kia, I'll throw this to you. You've dealt with injury. What do we have to be mindful of for this tournament?
Well, I think when you're going into it, at the end of the day, you have to remember, for Cooper Flagg, this is most likely his only opportunity to go and play for a national championship, because he will go into the NBA. And so there's a competitive level. We talked about how much he is as a competitor. You go to these big name schools because you're not going to compete for just conference tournament championships. You're going to compete for a national championship. And so my expectation was that he was going to play. He's been out for a little bit. The best part about being in some of these situations when you're in, the NCAA, US schools particularly, the rehab and the facilities and the resources that you have to get you back into that place is good. And the other thing is he played through an entire practice on Wednesday. So as a player, that's my big thing. Can I get through a practice to, one, maybe I'm pain-free, awesome, but I really just need to know and understand how much pain I'm going to be in and what are the things that are going to either limit me or not limit me. And he's gone through that. For me, would be my place to be like,
Jack,
I'm
they're
good.
not going to run him in the ground for game one, right?
I was just going to say that. Respectfully, at Mount St. Mary's, I mean, you're Duke. You'll be fine without him. I mean, they were fine in the ACC tournament without him. So, they'll take it easy with him, keep an eye on him. But once you get to the second game this weekend on Sunday, then I think you're hoping to have him close to, 80, 90%. Right. And even if he's held back a little bit, I still think he'll be a major impact, because what he does is he brings a lot of attention defensively, makes others better.
You run on adrenaline in this tournament more often than not. So
you got to be running off a lot more if you want to contain someone like Cooper Flagg.
And as you know, this time of year, who's really healthy?
Nobody.
Everybody's banged up.
Nobody.
Yeah, no excuses. Of course, that game that Jack just brought up will be at around 2:15 time right here on our network. But when you look at Cooper Flagg, he does it all. Led Duke in all 5 major categories: points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals this year. And of course, he was named the ACC Player and Rookie of the Year.